Yeah, I asked James.
I'm role-playing, okay?
You get the guards coming through here most nights, don't you?
He sort of nods for a moment. He goes, "Oh, for drinking, yes, of course. Carousing, it's the best." He sort of smiles. It's the best inn in town.
Well, now it's the only inn in town. But did they ever mention what was upstairs in that speakeasy? Did they ever take a look into that? Have you heard?
He sort of shakes his head and he goes, I don't listen to those sort of things. You understand?
Now, James, you're a barkeep.
Hmm.
You're not doing your job if you don't listen in. Now, really, did you not hear anything at all?
Greaser's palm with silver.
He shakes his head quickly and goes, "Not a thing."
All right, fine.
If I might voice a slight suspicion here, it is not impossible that the reason she's been abducted, assuming here that she's been abducted, that's a word I can't really pronounce, Scraven has slaves. I'm just putting it out there.
He also hates us, and he knows we
yeah.
this bar.
Quite a few nobles
But
have
what
slaves.
about the apprentice at the smithy?
He might just be an abender, like you said.
If he's
been stabbed, though, like Ida was.
So you guys want to do anything at the night, or do you want to rest and try again tomorrow?
Before we make a decision, I go up to Torbert and just whisper into his ear, Captain.
Aye.
Perhaps we should set a trap.
Where?
Well, if we think she's being abducted, maybe they might come back and try to do it again to somebody else.
Well, who?
Yeah, we can't just trap.
If it's slavers, then they'll probably be after possibly.
Town.
If it's slavers, then they might be after, obviously, something like maybe one of our familiars or friends. Sorry.
I mean,
like menial workers.
Zamas is a woman. We can make her the new maid.
Well, the only woman.
Bait.
There's one more. Two more.
She's also a tiefling, and we know he loves his tiefling slaves.
Yeah, 50%. At least one of the ones we saw. Though I would prefer not being bait, sorry. I use bait, I'm not myself
You
bait.
don't even know about this yet. I'm whispering it to fucking the captain.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
Well,
I mean,
I imagine that it would be very obvious to see slavers go into Herda itself. So I mean,
we don't really know enough to.
We could maybe
set a
visit
trap.
our friends in the forest and figure out if they've seen anything.
Our friends in the forest who tried to kill us.
Yeah, we don't really.
Twice.
Multiple times.
Well, you know.
Also, yeah, I think it is. I think this is
follow
Magnus and Jobber speaking to.
Well,
We
I
don't
mean,
really know enough to set a trap.
We were there.
Where would we set it? What kind of trap would we set? What are we looking for?
People in dark cloaks looking suspicious.
Well, last time we looked for those, I got my head slammed into a table, so...
I went up to them and asked them if you could join the game.
I honestly think we should just take advantage of what light we've got left and go have a sniff about where she was last and see if that gives us anything.
Doesn't it stay light in the City of Light?
Talking about sniffs, can someone tell me what this powder is? I'll show them. I'll show them the powder.
Or on the table.
Holy
Being a pirate,
On the table.
I would have known a lot of illicit substances. Do I know what it is?
You do not
think
know
it
what
would be,
this is. This stuff is strange. It looks like some sort of go powder, but you've never
But,
seen
I mean,
it
do
before.
any of us know what it is? I think is the question.
I'm just going
No.
to
Can I also
None of
try
you
to
from
take
here.
some?
Yes.
Does anyone have like a medicine check they can use to find out what
Like
it
a
is?
herbalism
I think
kit, maybe?
Torg's just said she wants to whiff some, so...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nat one.
What's the dice?
You think, this thing, it's basically just going to give you a nice little calming effect, but you need to sniff all of it for it to actually have an effect. It's overdose or no dose with this thing,
Magnus sniffs it all.
You don't know this, Torga knows this. Torga, you going to say it?
Magnus sniffs it all anyway.
Yeah.
Do you?
Okay, so I think I know what this does, but can I get the rest of it real quick?
I look suspiciously. Sure. Have everything.
I take all of it.
Okay. Do you whiff it?
What hap? Yes.
Okay.
What happens?
okay.
You sort of pause for a moment as you just overdose on this huge pile of powder, and you sort of tilt your head back. Everything is on fire. There is so much light. It's like if you just sort of lit lights everywhere, and everything's just pulsing and waving. The lights that are already real look like blaring suns, and it's just like the most weird, warm feeling just seeing all this light around you. It's a bit weird. You feel like you can see everything if you
how
were
are you
currently
feeling?
tripping balls.
Am I capable of relaying this to everyone?
What would you like to say?
Right.
The world is light.
Just say what you want to say.
It's light and it's warm and I'm so happy.
So it's like the beer.
That's all you hear.
I just turned to James.
Well, there goes the
Yes,
sniffer.
it's fine.
I turned to James and said, James, you ever seen this before?
James sort of looks and he just shakes his head quickly. Goes, "I've never seen that before."
You should try some.
Inside check
Is
on
he
James.
Give me an insight check.
We don't have the money.
He's lying. You don't need
Oh,
much to
that's-
realize
yeah,
he's lying.
No,
No, not at all.
I'm going to slide a silver coin across the counter. We could use some insight here.
He slides it back. He doesn't speak.
I think it might be prudent to mention that we're not actually working for the city guard or anything. We won't tell anyone what you
We're
know.
trying to
just
find
curious.
your maid.
How many people are in this tavern?
There's like 3 left. Like they were the guys who got into the tavern and decided to drink anyway, and now they've sort of drunk themselves into a stupor. He still shakes his head and goes,
The
"No."
reward for this finding Sarah doesn't sound like much for all this effort.
I'd say we could probably...
Intimidate him. Show him his boss.
Can I persuade him to tell us everything?
No,
Yeah,
we
I
can't.
Persuasion check.
Okay.
And what do
I
you
have
say
a
to
better
him?
idea. I have a better idea.
You
Let's
can't do anything, Torga.
You're
off
you're
safe.
tripping
all
on
take
drugs,
the
Torga.
dust.
There's no more dust.
Yeah.
You took all of it. You are so high.
Fuck.
It's meant to just make you feel nice and lovely and have like everything be bright and happy. Instead, everything is on fire and it's amazingly bright. So,
Right,
Mille,
it's not- I'm just gonna go
you
to
sort of what do you say to him?
I go. Okay, Bob. Can you tell us what you really know about this strange substance?
He sort of looks between the lot of you and goes, "Look, if you respect me even slightly, you'll understand I can't tell you anything." He slides the silver coin all the way back over to Torbrick and then just walks back behind the bar. Like, or if you're on the bar, he sort of walks down the other end to clean a glass or something.
If you want to keep a roof
James.
over our heads, we might want to stop pushing him.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get anything
If
from
you're
this guy.
worried about any ramifications, just nod.
He doesn't do anything. He's just cleaning a glass.
Well, if he's not going to speak, do we have any meat on it, like meat rations? This is unrelated to the
You get
drugs.
food.
I'll just say before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can almost be
Because I want to find Garbo the wolf outside.
He's not coming in the
the
city.
I don't want to bring him inside. Just like make sure he has food. I'm not sure if he can
Okay.
take care of himself. He used to be with the goblins. I don't know if how like trained
Sure.
he is in this stuff.
Sure. So you're
Is
gonna
it a
leave some
wolf
meat
or
up
is it
to
a
others.
warg?
It was a wolf. A warg would have
Yeah.
really fucked you guys up at that level. The number
A
of them they had.
wolf can talk.
Can
Wargs
they
are
talk?
tough. Yep.
Wolf can
They're,
talk.
they're intelligent.
Interesting.
Aren't
Yeah.
they that tough, though?
They're tougher than what you thought, but yeah, you're sort of
Oh,
sitting
yeah, I
outside the
suppose,
city.
yeah.
Especially if you recall correctly, you guys were getting destroyed by goblins. You barely won that.
Just about to say, we almost lost that fight anyway.
Yeah.
So
We
sort of
did. Not Chucky. What's
So,
it?
you're
Chucky, what's your
going out-
character's name? I don't know yet.
Are you going? Oh, it's Alton.
Alton.
But are you going out at night to do this? Like this night?
Well, it's not entirely night yet. Just like going dark. That's the thing.
It's getting towards night, right? So it's like inside of the city, at least, it's already sort of night because of the sun set past the walls. But and, like if you head outside the city, there's still some nice light. Nice, Floris.
It's more like the city gates closing. I'm being worried about not as much the darkness.
The city gates, they
Thomas
understand.
used that,
They'll
but not-
open. They're not going to be happy about opening them
Okay.
late, but they'll open.
Yeah. Otherwise, I
not
can just stay
total
outside all
cunts.
night. It'll be fine. I find my travel kit. I still keep packed in my room or whatever the fuck. I bring that. And I'm gonna go find the wolf and make sure it's okay. Anyone want to come along?
Yeah, I want to come along. I love
It's a field trip, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go along too.
Sure.
It's that time just
give a
before
bit-
night, right? So it's just becoming.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like the midpoint.
about
That's the
to
magic hour. I'm going fishing.
Again.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Well, good luck, Dilbert. We'll leave
Dobrik
the city
doesn't
and go.
care
I'll
about
go with
the
him.
wolf, particularly.
Torbrik,
What else am I going to do?
Torbrik, Alton, Zarmus. Who else was going to go feed the wolf? Anyone else?
Yeah, me.
Torbrik.
Again, me means nothing.
Bjorna.
Thank you, Bjorna. Right, so you four need to roll me a perception check.
Okay. Is this a woodland perception test?
No, it isn't.
Oh,
Was that right?
Oh, fuckery.
Yeah, that's right.
Chucky.
Oh, you've done correctly, yes, but you've done. Oh,
Come on.
Anything for Gobbo.
And Magnus as well, because you're coming with me, aren't you?
okay.
Yeah, so-
Sure, but Bjorna, you see. Sort of okay. I think it's towards you head out past. I'll describe the scene and. Oh, about to sneeze. No, I'm not. Cool, perfect. You head out past. You guys find the wolf eventually. Sort of slowly trots out of the. Jesus, there we go. Had that coming on for 30 seconds. Out of the woods. He takes a bit. He's a little bit more timid, but you sort of eventually bring him in close and bait him with some food. At this point, Torbrik, I'm going to need you to roll me d20 to see how your fishing goes. And you guys start to head back into the city. And it's sort of as you're walking back into the city...
Better.
Oh my, okay. You find a few fish, you find they're all shitty fish. They're not good. It's a creek, but yeah, you find a few.
Are they edible?
They're edible, yeah.
I like to keep the water and get all the fish.
I'll take them with.
Yeah. And it's sort of heading in. It's still storming and horrible. It's pouring down rain. You guys are... Torbrik is still fishing in the rain. I love this as well. Maybe that's sort of contributes to...
He's a sailor who doesn't care about the rain.
Yeah, the night a
You
little
get
bit
wet
darker.
out, see.
With every clap of thunder, the lights sort of shiver slightly. And it's as you're heading in, that you notice there's a part of the city sort of further on that's just a little bit dark and like some of the lights have been knocked out.
Suppose I'll go investigate.
That is not you. That is Mr. Sugar,
Oh.
Mr. Bojorna, who's noticed this.
Oh, okay. We noticed that the lights are going in one of the areas.
Hmm.
Okay, well, I need to let my fellow wolf lovers know this. Guys,
Hey, we killed his family. It's just.
did you guys notice the lights just went out in that part?
Which part? Oh, that one. No.
Yeah, I point
Sort of
toward the
as you
general
point.
direction.
As you point, the lights come back on. You're the only one that's seen this.
The lights are on. I don't see anything.
Well, it definitely wasn't just now. Might have just been some electrical.
Are you sure you're not drunk?
Are you sure about this?
Electrical? what does that mean?
Don't you mean mana?
Lightning, fucking
Magic.
lightning. It's lightning.
It's not powered by lightning. It's powered by magic.
No, he's talking
the
about the lightning
lightning
striking
interfered with the
disrupting.
thingy.
Could I do a test to see if Bjorna seems drunk?
Sure, give me an insight.
I'm not drunk. Fucking hell.
Talking about
Give me an insight.
electricity.
That's what a
I'm not
drunkard would
talking about
say.
electricity.
Alright, you're pretty sure he's not too pissy. He's a dwarf, so he's probably got something in him, but he's not off his head.
There's a little bit.
I always carry a flask. But no, I'm not talking about electricity, dumb mutt. Saying the lightning interfered with the lights. Which, if they're just gas lamps or whatever they used, the magic thing, why would they be interfering with them?
Well, I'm not a magic person.
Well,
I'd
me
have to
neither.
ask
I'm just
someone
noticing.
Torga. We could go and check it out.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Sure.
Yeah, we check it out.
Alright, so you sort of walk up there. And sort of as you approach, you see a guy by the name of Julian. You've met him once before. He was the gate mage. The guy that gave you the little balls of light that followed you for about a day when you first entered the city.
Guy. All right.
He's just sort of staring up at the what do you call them, little rods? The one that you've got, the golden light rods. These ones are sort of locked in the wall.
Glow sticks.
The glow sticks, yes. Locked in the wall. And he's sort of looking up at this just curiously.
Okay, I guess I'll walk up to him. Hey, bud, what's going on with the lights? I saw them.
Did you? What? No. He's just sort of staring at him very concerned. He's like, "What that? Did you guys see that?"
Yeah, the light went out. Yeah, we saw.
Oh, so he wasn't
I
drunk.
saw.
Oh.
He seemed a little bit tipsy. He's like, that doesn't make sense, though. That's not how they work. They don't go out.
See, I told you so. I told you that wasn't how they work.
Okay. So they don't normally go out when there's lightning.
He shakes his head. He goes, no.
Well, why did it go out now?
Light dust.
Should we be worried?
He sort of laughs and he goes, "Oh, there's plenty more light. This is a great city. It's lovely."
Is he drunk?
Oh, yes, he is drunk, yes.
He is pissed. So, okay, all drunk people are seeing lights flickering. Okay.
I'm not drunk.
Wait, Alton, did you see the flickering? Chucky?
No.
No, I didn't see anything. I was just walking around looking at the city.
Looking at a dog. He was having a woof.
So one less perception.
So we'll have to bring... Yeah. So Magnus and Torbjörn left as well. We'll have to bring those two over because Magnus is probably not drunk and Torbjörn is probably drunk. So we can test this. If drunk people think of this flickering.
Maybe you catch Torbjörn as he walks back with like a handful of really weird fish. Like bottom
Torbjörn, can you see these lights here?
You can see the lights, Torbjörn.
I'm just going to look at, like, Zarmus has been asking some really questions. No. I'm just going to give Zarmus a look and go, Zarmus, have you been drinking?
No. Well, not today.
I'm going to... Yeah,
I did have one. I did have that one. I did buy a round, so I had one.
Insight check.
Like hours ago.
Oh, for me?
Yep. On Zarmus.
On Zarmus. See if I'm drunk.
Lightweight tieflings.
You've seen her drinking, and you know she can't hold her alcohol anywhere near as good as a dwarf. You think she might have some problems.
Yeah, so I almost got some blowback.
Can't take the pressure of the city, man.
Fucking hell.
Well, Bjorn said they were flickering, and he's drunk. And this mage person said they were flickering, and he's drunk. So I figured maybe if you could also see the flickering.
He sort of goes, no, it's not flickering. They're off. But they're on. Just not how things work.
Yeah, I mean that's what I saw as well. The lightning struck, the lights went out. Now they're back. This guy's a mage. He doesn't know what's up.
When I say mage, he's like
with your
magic as well.
He's very simple.
You got some problems with your magic
he's
light.
using some weird magic stuff for me. To me, he's a mage. Everyone who uses magic is a mage, basically.
I can understand that.
So you're a mage.
I'm not a mage.
You use magic.
I'm a paladin. That's something. That's divine inspiration.
That sounds
divine
like
magic.
exactly what a paladin would say.
That sounds exactly like something a mage would say.
It's not magic, mate. It's not magic. The bullshit you're doing, the shooting balls out of your heads, now that's magic. I'm just using my divine thingy with my hammer. That's just paladin stuff.
I just sort of give him a chuckle, knowingly.
So, well, is Magnus here as well? He's right here, isn't he?
Presumably.
Or did he go back to the inner zone?
No, Magnus is with Torbjörn, so he'll be with you.
Yeah.
Can you make it lightning so we can see if it shuts off?
Can you make a lightning? Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know.
Zarmus, at this point, you're guaranteed is either high or drunk.
Yeah. Something's off. Might be the
Bjorn,
pressure of the city.
Take Magnus and let's go back to the inn, shall we?
Fair enough. I don't think we'll be getting any answers to this anyway. I guess we could always just ask tomorrow.
Julian,
Could give
the gate guard.
Alton, I'm going to speak in his ear and say, keep an eye on Julian. Because I'm suspecting that, because like, if there's slavers around, they might try and, if there's people kidnapping people, they might try and pick him up because he's on his own and he's drunk. So I'm going to, have Alton follow him, essentially.
Okay.
Sounds pretty good.
All right.
Because he's a drone, thrower sneaky.
Do you agree to this, Alton?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that.
I'm going to ask him.
Give me a... I think we'll go probably stealth for this. No, it's more keeping up with him. So... give me a survival check. No, that's pretty unfair. Not for... Oh. Never mind.
Sorry, I just clicked
it. Okay, so we'll try that. So the rest of you and like head back to the inn. He sort of just sits there for a good 5 minutes more. Maybe you're like watching from the shadows nearby. He's like tapping his chin. He's like, that's not how this works. Anyway, after a bit he starts to wander off and he takes a few turns down some streets. Pretty much everyone else is inside at this point. It's getting like seriously late. The rain is still pouring. He's just sopping wet. He's just like wondering. He's got a little light following him. At some point he extinguishes it. He turns into an alley. And sort of as you turn the corner of the alley to catch up with him, he's gone.
Right. Would I be able to rush up the alley and have a look around to see if he's moved around the corner each way?
Certainly. And maybe, sure, your 12 will notice this, because it's pouring rain and there's mud tracks. As you sprint up the alley to sort of find him, you see his like tracks, you're following his footsteps. And then you see they just stop. Like middle of the alley.
Immediately stop, then no more.
Yep. Just
Could I look up and see if he's gone up or?
No, there's no up here at the moment. There's no ladder nearby. The ladder's at the other end of the alley. So this is in the middle of the alley. He's just stopped. There's like a bridge above you, above the alley, but you can't see him on it. You guess you'd probably be able to hear him if he was moving. Unless he was like properly sneaking, because a lot of wet wood creaking, that sort of thing.
After this, I'll probably head on back to the alley and tell the tavern and tell everyone else what I just saw.
Head back to the alley and you stare at the crate for a little bit longer. Did Torbrick really do this or not? Cool.
I'll get you, crate.
Alright, you head on back to the tavern.
Is everyone else back at the tavern then? Yeah.
Yeah, presumably at this point you guys are like in bed or heading towards bed.
Okay, could I stop them and just say, I was following that man and he just suddenly disappeared.
Hang on. Are you doing this in the room or are you doing this where others can hear?
In the room.
Okay. Cool.
Who's actually awake at the moment then?
Yeah, I could be awake. I think I came back just like before you, really.
I'd say everyone that just came back would still be awake, and then maybe whoever else is still awake.
I don't even know if I've come down yet.
Nah, probably not.
I like the
you're out for the night.
Yeah.
Torga's still downstairs.
So we're just like sitting in the common room, just like staring into space.
Everything is still on fire.
It's so
Alright,
perfect.
could
is there a torch like in the room? Like a half fire? Like there's a fire in the
There's like a
What's the name?
big fireplace and there's a couple of torches around the place, yeah?
I want to cast thaumaturgy to like cause one of the torches in Torga's like line of sight, like just like flare up briefly. Just
oh
really
god,
bright.
Torga, there's an inferno coming for you, Torga. It's so big.
I'd scream and turn into a bear and try to run through the wall.
That was not. Oh shit!
I have to escape from the fire.
Oh fuck! I like how your idea of escaping from fire turns into a bear made of fur, easily catchable on fire. But okay, you switch into a bear.
So beards.
Roll me a quick strength check to try and smash through a wall as you flee from this fire.
God.
Bear,
I'll
what's
get
the
those
stats?
stats up for a bear quickly.
A bear has 19 strength.
What kind of
So
bear
there
are
we
you turning
go.
into?
+4.
Brown bear.
Roll me strength +4.
Oh, you're a moon druid then, I take it.
Yep.
Alright, yeah.
13. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think
you,
it was
you
19.
slam against this wall, but it's well built. It's a good inn. And you just basically fall on your little bare ass as your nose gets just impacted in. There's a little dent you make in the wall.
Cure ass to cover my bare ass.
And you see this sort of little crack in the wood where you just slammed your skull into it, but the inferno calms down and it seems you've escaped.
This is what happened with the crate, isn't it? Someone turned
Also,
into a bear.
I'm gonna walk up to it and I'm saying, if we have to pay for this, that's coming out of your paycheck.
I don't have to pay anyone.
Okay, can I shrug this off and tell everyone who's awake about what I've just seen?
Sure. I just saw a bear slam into a wall. No,
just shrug that off, yeah.
Sure.
Right,
Sure.
shrug it off. And I tell him about how I followed them and the footsteps stopped and he disappeared and I couldn't see him or hear him. What do you guys think? Where would he have gone? What is
Did you look up?
I looked up, I looked around, I looked everywhere. I couldn't hear him, I
He
couldn't
looked
see
up, he
him.
looked down, he looked all around. Up
Was
in
there
the
a crate
air, and
nearby?
on the ground.
There was no crates.
That's okay.
It's just mud tracks that I was following and they suddenly stopped.
This is interesting.
On one hand, I would say should be these tracks. On the other hand, it's pissing with rain, and I'm tired of it.
The track's almost definitely gone by now.
Yeah. Tolga, shut up.
Go to sleep.
I think we mentioned something to Varor in the morning. He'll want, with the peasants gone, it's one thing, but Julian's important.
Oh, it's Julian that vanished. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
he was the person we were talking to.
Yeah.
You really were bloody drunk.
Well, I'm taking notes as well. Like, I mean to miss sometimes.
Alright, so the rest of you guys want to
Well, I
bed down
guess-
for the night?
Yeah, we'll talk to the lady, the lady mage about this to know
Lady
if she's
mage.
if she's seen it.
Yali or Drade?
Dread.
No, Yali, she's just some fancy pants.
The lady mage we have, or the lady mage Haven has.
The Haven lady mage,
Okay.
one of the leaders of the city.
I love how everyone hates me here.
Alright.
The character of the
think-
party.
I don't think everyone hates you. It's just that I really do.
Yeah,
Sure, Bizzle's not exactly fond of you.
Bizzle is not fond of
Um,
anything with fingers.
Anyone,
Well, thank you,
not
mate.
everyone,
Neither
surely.
do I.
Hopefully.
No one's really fond of Bizzle either, so that makes sense.
I don't mind him.
He's fun, but he's a bit crazy. He's
Is
fun
the-
like a firefight.
Is the tavern still serving?
I mean, yeah, but not really. He's just sort of like, okay, sure,
Yes,
I'll get
but
you a
probably
drink.
not you. You're a drow.
That's true. That's true.
It
With
was enough
disguise
money,
self.
sure.
Could I go downstairs and get a drink and then sit by a window and look out?
Alright, sure. He sort of like begrudgingly
Sit in the
pours
corner.
you one. You pay up. He nods and he goes,
How much gold is it?
"Oh, no,
Silver?
no, it's he makes you pay four copper."
it's copper.
4 copper. How much
That's
is
Like
that?
twice.
You have 25 gold pieces.
Yeah, I have
copper is-
25 gold, so...
That means that
Okay,
you
so
have
that's awesome.
2,500 copper.
Exactly.
Alright, nice.
Can
So,
we get
four-
back some change in silver instead? Jeez.
yeah, that's that's fine. I'll take a drink then, and then
Oh,
sit
good.
by the window.
I'll make sure to re-string my bow before I go to sleep because this thing has been missing like a bitch lately.
Yeah, sure. The rest of you, you eventually all pass out and sleep, or trance, or whatever it is you do.
As I lie down, the water that's accumulated in my hat just sloshes off.
The fish still in, alive.
With a fish, yeah, that falls out with it.
Of course. And at some point, you all start to wake up and you shuffle downstairs. And as you start to head down to the actual tavern itself, there's a guard there, along with Grav, the lord of the town. The guard seems to be speaking with to James, the bartender. They're having some sort of conversation, and then Grav himself is sitting separate. And when he sees you guys walk in, he waves you over.
Ahoy there, Grav. What's the business of the day?
He sort of looks... I'd say sad is the best way to describe it, or just, distressed. He sort of looks at you and goes,
Uh,
do you guys know anything about trade?
I Would you be anything specific?
She's
Did
an
she
elf.
say anything to you?
I was going with that. Yeah.
She asked about the scorch the other day.
He sort of pauses and goes, "She what?"
She asked about the cave we found the Nothics in. You remember?
And he
She
just
mentioned it in passing.
He curses around and he goes, "Fuck."
She did seem rather agitated after we mentioned it. So, anything off? Is she gone?
He nods and he goes, "She's missing."
On the topic of missing people, we happened to bump into Julian last night. You remember? You know Julian, of course.
He sort of laughs around and he goes, "Yes, I know Julian. By the gate."
Aye, well, we bumped into him the other night, and he was a bit drunk, so I had our man here, and I indicate Alton. I had our man here make sure he got home safe, but he didn't.
He sort of blinks from and goes,
disappeared.
He disappeared? But
Up and disappeared in the middle of the street, to hear him tell.
Grav shakes his head from him and goes, That doesn't make a lot of sense. Trade stuff is missing, so we think she's just left to follow the scorch. I mean, he's disappeared.
His footprints just stopped suddenly. Alton, tell him what you saw.
I was following him and at a distance, and then he went down an alley and just suddenly turned off. I ran following the footprints, and suddenly he was just gone. The footprints stopped. I couldn't see him anywhere or hear him.
He sort of nods
He's
around.
not. I mean, he's a mage. I know he's a mage. Does he perhaps know teleportation magics?
He laughs around. No. Julian is a trickster at best. Julian plays with lights and all that fun stuff. He's a way to bring people into the town.
Interesting.
Also, the
have you
lights.
seen him
After
since
the lightning strike, the lights turned off for a bit. Is this a common occurrence?
He sort of pauses and he goes, you what? They turned off? What do you mean?
I mean, they were on. The lightning struck. They didn't, and then they weren't on anymore. And then they just turned on their own.
He sort of looks at you a bit askance.
Why
and
is
goes,
this so hard for everyone to understand?
Because their lights have not failed them yet. And he sort of looks at you askance and he goes, I'll send someone to look into that then. Are you sure you weren't drinking last night?
That's also where we met. That's also where we met Julian at these shut off lights.
And he was always also quite.
He nods.
Found this quite interesting.
He nods from him and he goes, yes, but... And then he sort of hears some stomping outside the door and there's more guards moving past and he goes, I've got to go. Varol will need me.
Do you want us to backtrack up to that cave and see if we can't find Drade out there?
He sort of pauses and thinks. He goes, well, perhaps, but she's a capable warrior. I'm sure she can handle herself.
I'm sure, but it'd be obviously good to know.
He nods and he goes, well, perhaps when the storm's passed.
Well, the storm is still going on.
I sort of shrug as if it's no difference to me.
The storm is still pouring.
God damn it.
Yeah, a storm's a storm. I'm just like, I've seen worse out at sea.
Well, you don't see storms like this in the mountain, so this
yeah,
is why being a dwarf's better.
Is this a natural storm? Do we have any inclination?
Didn't someone
I believe
do like
someone already asked that.
a weather
And it's
check?
a very natural storm.
I didn't do a very good weather check, let's put it like that.
Apparently the sea was falling from the sky.
Yeah, it was pretty scary.
No, not this time. But
Yeah, someone did a weather check
turn
at the end
before.
of the last
Yeah.
session, yeah.
Can I investigate the lights switching off and on with Arcana? Like if it's happening by magic.
Give me an
magic
arcana
interference.
roll to see if it's happening by magic.
Yep.
It is definitely not magic.
I'm gonna relay that to the other team. So so they know this is not magical. So it's probably happening because of that thunderstorm.
Okay, but
Oh,
you've had
someone's
thunderstorms
turning
right
off.
before, surely.
But Julian was convinced that's not how they work.
Shall we just go have a sniff about where that guy vanished in the middle of the street?
Stop about the sniffing.
I want to check out the
Just-
second floor of the speakeasy as well.
Who
I
said?
didn't get to,
Who
you know,
said?
last time.
Who said drugs? What's this about?
Yeah, I was gonna say, talk about how you're feeling.
I'll have. I don't know. How am I feeling? Do I want more of that stuff? Or...
You are feeling way hungover. Like, holy shit. Your
Oh,
head
it's
is
just-
You
pounding.
can
Right
ask
on your face.
local nobles for that.
It's basically just a hangover.
If you want
Any-
more, you can ask nobles.
Are there any
They
lit
probably-
torches in Torgar's field of view? No, never mind.
No. Plus, all the light at the moment looks a little bit dulled in your little hangover.
Yeah, everything looks less bright now.
Truly a sad moment.
So you're depressed now because the light shows so far.
Yes, the dust. I'm pretty sure you have to take lots and lots of it at a time for it to work.
At this point, the guard is
I'm
actually
not-
finishing up his conversation with with James, the bartender. And James sort of nods for a moment. He goes, I'll be careful."
Morning,
So we
James.
He just looks over a bit paler than usual. And he goes, "Morning."
What's
Breakfast?
up?
Hmm?
Actually, yeah, breakfast first.
Yeah,
Then
what
what's
happened
up?
to all the fish you caught last night, Torbert?
That is exactly what I'm going to the kitchen to cook.
Yeah, he sort of goes, I'll get you something fixed up because, Sarah's still not back. He sort of heads off.
Yeah, let me give you a hand.
Alright, sure. So you cook
I'm
some
going to go
breakfast
basically
together.
cook the fish that I...
Lovely. He smiles because he was just going to make you some, like, porridge or something. So, you get some fish for breakfast. He
Fish
cooks
and
that up with you.
porridge. Lovely.
Yeah, fish, porridge, bread, cheese. It's not too bad.
Sick.
Do you guys want to do anything? Because as you sort of like munch in on breakfast, he sort of heads off to go do some shopping or something today. You know, it's midday. He's not gonna. Well, sorry, it's morning rather. He's dealt with the breakfast.
nobody's
people
coming
are
into the
coming.
tavern.
Yeah, no one's about to come in and
I want-
party.
I want to investigate this powder, so where it come from. If it's something to do with this disappearing of the people,
The what?
because if this powder has something to do with disappearance of the people, like
The dust.
if they are.
Oh, okay.
Well, it can't be making people vanish because I'm still.
Yeah, because
No,
I was
for
still
now.
following.
As you say, that you hear
For
a
now.
pop and Torga vanishes.
Oh no!
Oh,
No.
No, because that mage guy, if he was drunk, so he probably
Yes, but
he could
that
he could just use some powder.
Well,
And,
make me
and
an
it
arcana
could be a
check.
it seems to be more
Alcoholic drunk rather than obsessed with the lights.
Yeah, it seems to be more that the people in the higher circles are the ones getting high. Well,
yeah,
people
you're
in the
pretty
lower
sure
circles
this
are
powder doesn't
disappearing.
make people disappear. You're fairly certain you've looked at the effects of it, and it seems to be like a much more of a happy bliss powder than it is a horrific make people disappear.
Nefarious.
And one of the big kickers for that is because the nobles have been doing it for quite a while. They should have all popped off by now.
When we examined the speakeasy basement this made it to the party, did we actually check it out fully?
No,
Was-
that's what
how-
there was.
did we ever
there was
learn
the second
how-
floor? That's
how
what
did
they
they
were talking
get
about. Yeah.
into this? How did the Scriven and Slugs get into the city?
You don't
They
know
didn't
that.
come into the gates. So
But,
let's go to the speakeasy and check it out. Unless it's guards, but let's give it a go.
I mean, I could get past that.
It was
You head
if
to
they
the
can get
warehouse?
into the city, if they can get into the city without the guards noticing, they can get back out with someone in tow, like a girl named Sarah without X.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I say. I want to go and check out the second floor over there anyway.
Sarah.
As you head there, the place has been like closed down by the guard. You know, there's no one actually really there guarding it right now. Seems the guards are all elsewhere. But there's a little pike hammered in. You know, place condemned by the lordships of this town. Yada yada. Under this law, the place is half torn down. The walls are being taken out. Things are just being... It's not even like a, we're going to salvage this. It's like a smash it all. The fact they haven't burned it down is amazing. They're just afraid of the fire spreading if they do.
Could have done it in the rain.
I mean, it has been a good week or so since we turned the place over.
I think it's 4 days, hasn't it?
It's been a while. I mean, we went out
It's been a while. Yeah, because
It
you
was
turned
4
over
days
and then you
ago,
went
Sarah
out for like
went
a...
missing
It's been like 3 weeks actually, because you went out on a week-long journey out to the cave, week-long journey back, and then there has been a few days in between as well.
But yeah, let's see this second floor, because there must be some way of getting into the town for the Scrimmage thugs.
Or they just walk through the gates.
Well, there's always ways of getting into places you're not supposed to be.
Yep. Wouldn't it be weird?
I'm gonna roll a quick stealth check here. Tell me if this beats this with a passive perception.
I think probably Argent is probably best.
Anyone beats this? Does anyone beat that with a passive perception? You know what? Since you're searching
Does
for
anyone have plus 14 perception?
I'll let you guys roll this because I suppose this is fair if you guys are actually searching the warehouse. Give me a roll for this.
What
are we rolling?
Not even worth me rolling.
Perception.
Well, I can help.
If you've got less than
I can
plus
help
4, it's
Argent.
not worth
Yeah,
rolling.
why don't we always just roll with advantage if multiple
Oh.
people are doing it?
Well,
I
because
was about to say, there's no point us all rolling.
I was going to say because some people are going to get there. 22, no,
Oh,
still.
because specific people could? Okay.
Chalky, there was no point you rolling. You literally can't beat it.
Why? What do you mean? What plus do I need?
He's got 24. You've got
Yeah,
2. The max you can roll is 20.
Unless you
So
roll
the max you can roll is 20.
natural 20 maybe.
Oh, fair
Nah,
enough.
natural 20 is not an auto success.
I was,
Well, we
actually,
don't see shit.
I was actually going to ask, do I take any sort of penalties for being hungover?
Yes, you do.
Just
Now
extra-
one.
Magnus, you see
Just
your
Magnus.
ass.
Nothing looks bad there.
Right, so most of you guys can't really see much, but maybe we it's like a little cinematic moment as we cut to the bars of the creek. You know, the thing that prevents monsters just swimming up the creek to enter the city, and we see on the other side of the bars a familiar face. We see the face of Steve, the pitchfork thief. He's just sitting there, little elven ears sitting slightly above the water as he watches the party walk up to
Pitchfork?
the warehouse.
No, he
He's
was a
now
javelin.
yeah, he used to be a pitchfork thief. Now he's a javelin bandit, and he watches you.
Okay.
And sort of like you see him as he's halfway out of the water. He rises slowly, and the audience sees a thumb hand as he just makes this cutting motion across his throat, and then he ducks back under the water and swims away.
I thought it was like doing the scene from the end of Terminator 2,
Yeah, I was
coming
thinking
down into the water.
He sinks into the water, giving a thumbs up. That's how he'll die. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
he's too stupid to get the right reference.
Oh god, poor lad.
So the scene from Jaws where he just says, "Smile, you son of a bitch."
Which he stuffs an explosive canister into Torbrick's mouth and fires a crossbow bolt at a javelin at it. Oh god.
Do I get some kind of save here?
No.
A javelin he stole, no less.
Which then exploded.
Wow,
He
but
doesn't own the javelin anymore. It blew
They
up.
exploded.
There is
Remember,
no save.
His
Yeah,
core is
javelin,
He
like
fires
a-
a javelin into Tom.
He's
into the-
wearing the metal
Tobrik's
of
mouth.
a javelin as a pendant.
Yes, he's got like a little bit of metal left over the head. He's got that like in a pendant. And he's got the names of he's got like the number of people that have died to steal javelins from you etched in. I think it was 5 people died. Anyway.
Yeah, he was the only one that got
Yep.
away, I think.
So as the rest of
And
you
it
guys...
was it was worth 5 silver pieces. They died for a value of 1 silver piece net worth each.
So as you guys start to head
Probably
back...
more than Scrape paid them.
Yeah.
You start to head back to the tavern, and you pass by, sort of nearby the temple. You see a lot of guards sort of grouping up nearby, and you see civilians looking in. The rain is still pouring, but people are seeming to like come out in the streets just to try and sneak a look at whatever's going on.
What is going on?
Quick, Glorbankin, jump on Steinhall's shoulders.
He's not here.
Globunkin goes, yes, and then cuts his ears off while he does so. So you guys want to try and push through and get past the guards? Because the guards are sort of holding people back.
Can I mean, stealth past the guards?
No, but we don't know what's
We
going on.
need someone like on someone's back and climb on
wait.
someone's back.
Can I use my position of privilege to move through the guards?
It'd still be a charisma check.
All that.
Your position of privilege would make this possible, but it's more like
Just a charisma.
yeah, charisma. It'd be
That's
like
fair.
or perception or persuasion.
Oh,
rather.
nope.
Hang on, do you get a bigger bonus from persuasion? You get a plus two
2
extra,
more.
but I think the
that's
guards go like,
Nope.
"Sorry, ma'am, you'll have to take the other way around. Can't have anyone going through here at the moment."
Why? What's
other
happening?
I'll try the different angle. We're here to see Varor. Let us in. Let us in.
All right, you give me a persuasion check there. Sweet
Oh,
Jesus. He says, "Yes, my lord, I didn't see you there, Lord Torbrick. I'm very sorry, sir." Yeah, no. He lets you pass, and he goes, "Sorry, I didn't. You're the ones he had working for him. I'm sorry." And he says, steps past, and the whole party passes.
We don't even know
through.
what's going on in there. We've just barged into. We don't even know what.
Yep.
Good luck.
It turns out they just had a really weird sex show in the middle of the street, and they didn't want anyone else seeing. So, unfortunate, really. Thunderwave.
And
Why
I've
are you
talked my way into it.
thunderwaving?
Right,
Anyway.
sorry, I was
That's
trying
one way to
end
get
it.
in.
So yeah, you pass through, and sort of Varor turns and spots you, and he goes, "What are you lot doing? What are you lot doing here?" And sort of at his feet, with
We came to see you.
another few guards watching, there's just a group of kobolds. They're all dead at this point. A few have arrows, a few look, to have died by the sword. But there's probably about 8 kobolds just sort of lying in a pile.
What the
We
fuck?
heard there was trouble and you needed help.
So much for this place being impregnable.
He sort of looks between you and goes, "Well,"
Bloody miners.
he sort of he smiles from and he goes, "That's what we thought, but we can't find any evidence of a mine that's let them in."
Kobolds are bastards. Almost as good as the dwarves as miners.
Wow.
Wow.
Difficult to find.
So like
They
as
are,
you
it's
say
true.
that, you're looking down at these little scaly bastards. They have like things clutched in their hands, and sort of as you notice, they have like daggers and rocks and that sort of thing. But they also have what looks just like some old lady's laundry, like some clothes, some underwear.
So
that sort of thing.
perverts.
I know how they got in. They all
Just
stacked
searching
up
for their
inside
thrill.
a big overcoat.
Maybe they are old women that got transformed into kobolds.
Sure. This old
Can I
lady's
kick
house seems
their
to be like
corpses?
basically they've been cornered in the yard of this old lady's house. She's got a few stories on top of her house, but she's the bottom floor. The temple's nearby. What do you guys want to do? Varor's just sort of like looking at these things, turning over wounds, talking with the guards, getting them to bring in civilians who had seen the thing to interview.
Well, are there any tracks for the kobolds? Like anything that looks like a group of listed people running about? Are they listed people? Kobolds?
By
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
point,
sort
This
of.
world?
yeah, they're lizard people. I say because I like the idea of dog kobolds. I can't remember where dog kobolds come from, but there's two types. Right?
Warcraft maybe?
Yeah, there's the regular ones and the winged ones, right?
Winged, I'm saying like there's scaly kobolds and then there's ones that are like little dogs, and I can't remember where
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what game had it like that because World of Warcraft had it a little bit different, but they weren't like dogs. Anyway, there is 2
Dog
species
kobolds.
of kobolds. One is dog, one is scale. These ones are scalies. So yeah, you can sort of look around. The tracks are long gone. It was sort of like probably early morning. These things were killed, but there is
Oh yeah, it is raining.
yeah.
So we can't really track these. That's annoying.
No.
So we don't know where they came from. But again, there must be some way into the city. I assume these didn't run through the gate.
Well, I'm going to try and just sort of milk information out of the guards where I can.
Sure. Yeah, like maybe that's the first thing you get the question to is the guards go, no, the gate hasn't been opened all night. Why would it be? We're not going to let kobolds through. He sort of laughs for a moment.
Aye.
Also, couldn't they teleport in? like someone just important. Into
That's
the city.
powerful magic.
Yeah, I realized it's powerful magic, but
Hmm.
we are living near the square. Some degenerate mages might live there. We seen some Gnostics, so it's possible to see some evil mages.
Did we get anything off? Did anyone manage to find tracks?
Nah.
No, it's too wet. Well, you're welcome to try, but it's rained too much. You can
It's
see just in the area, but
Yeah, it's been pouring since morning, and these things have been dead since morning. Like early morning. You guys just slept in a bit because you're up late, got up, walked around to go look at the warehouse, and then walked back. By then, the tracks, anything was long gone. Plus, kobolds are sneaky. They avoid leaving tracks.
Oh, kobolds. They probably came through the sewer, right?
Varul
isn't the
laughs
sewer
at
great?
you, and he goes, The sewer is locked so heavily. That is the obvious weak point of the city, but there's only a few access points, a few basements, but apart from that, we've got dumping points, as it may be, into a locked grate. Not sure how you describe it. It would almost be like it's an airlock essentially, but he doesn't know what
like
that
a
word
grate.
means. He says,
Well, have you
there's a
checked?
grate that
It's
falls
like they're
upon
using a lock. It's a sluice gate.
There's sluice gate, except it's like doubly reinforced. Sluice gate,
Yeah.
along with like basically a thing where they dump it out onto this little thing, then they pull a chain. The top one closes, the bottom one opens, and dumps it into the sewer. And in general, it's very, very secure.
Is sure, but have you checked?
Is the old lady's house near any sewer?
I was about to say, yeah, where's the
Things.
nearest one?
If she had a basement, it
It's-
might be connected to the sewer. A few basements are connected. Do you want to have a look?
Yes,
Can't
please.
we ask him?
Oh, sure. Varol goes, I'm not quite sure. You'll have to look yourself. It's been a while. Or ask Grav, but Grav is currently out investigating, and he sort of pauses a moment before he says anything. He goes, just looking around.
Sure he is. Do we take our leave, lads?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this. See if the old lady has a basement first.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's check this out.
So do you just barge into a house, or do you knock on the door?
We'll knock
Knock on the door.
Alright, there's no response.
Knock harder.
has she been kidnapped by the X-Man?
There's still
Is
no
there any-
response.
Ask her. Have you been kidnapped?
Adrian, open it
Yes.
up.
Have we checked the back door?
We've tried knocking. We need to get in.
Have you tried
Is there
opening the door?
anyone around? Like,
Is it
The
actually
door is locked, yes.
locked? Okay.
Can I blow it up? I
Don't
burn
blow it
it
up.
fireball.
Fucking Christ. We've got a thief. Well,
Do
Not a very good one, but we do have one.
I've still got 8.
I think what happens
The thief
is
our thief is almost as bad as our druid.
I think what happens is you guys sort of, you go to like click, click, and then one of the guards sort of looks over, and it's an 8, right? A natural one isn't an automatically worst thing in the world, but one of the guards looks over, and you guys are sort of shielding Adrian with your bodies. He goes, what are you doing over there? Get away from there! Don't disturb her. Miss Margaret needs her rest.
We're investigating how the kobolds got into the city. Do you not want to know?
He sort of is cowed for a moment, but he's a pretty proud man, so he's like, you shouldn't disturb her,
I'm an
lady.
exceedingly proud man.
It's very mean, that you dwarves have no respect.
That's just mean.
You racist! I'll not take talk like that now. Do you have any idea who
You
I
go from
am?
pirate to
I'm in
Scottish.
good with your lord here. I'll not have you insulting me like that.
When did you turn Scottish?
Yeah. At this point, he like puts his hands on his chest and goes, "I am a noble of the highest house in this town. You will listen to my orders, and you will step away from that door." He is a guard, yes.
Can we?
Can I mock him? I want to say you're a noble and you work as a guard.
And he goes,
Well,
"It's a
well done,
proud
you.
profession. I serve the town and I serve the light."
I bet your parents are really proud of you, mate.
He goes, "Don't you bring my parents into this."
Now listen here, boy. We
I'm
serve.
going, "You
both
call
the
me
Roman
boy?"
orders.
At this point, he like draws a sword and he's
To
walking
find out
towards
how
you.
these kobolds.
I take out my warhammer
and he's like,
Draws his sword. Weapons.
Yes, he's like drawn a sword because that's like his only weapon he's got on him.
It's not.
And he's like, I am placing you under arrest for the city. What should you've been breaking the law? You've been trying to. And it's like, okay, Adrian, at this point, roll me a stealth check. Okay,
Bam.
so he doesn't see you actually picking the lock. He goes, you've been harassing an old lady. That's breaking the law. You're coming with me.
I'm going to.
I mean, the harassing people on the street, racist towards dwarves. I wonder what Lord Grav would have to say about that. I can't get the fucking pirate voice. It just slips to Scottish.
Just go Scottish. Just go Scottish.
Give me a second.
Oh god.
You've been on land.
I wonder what Lord Grav would have to say about your racism towards the dwarves.
Give me intimidation for that one.
I'm intimidating him.
Yeah.
He's not doing well those
He's a brave man.
Can I
he
talk to
laughs
him?
for a moment, and he goes, "Lord Grav would understand.
It's only a 10.
He's not a dwarf like you. He's a proper dwarf."
Can I talk to him? Like I'm coming to him. I'm saying, clearly showing my signet ring, showing that I'm a noble too, and I'm saying, oh, I think I met your mother last night. She's very lovely lady. Do you want to her to know that you are speaking such a way to the saviors of this town?
Give me a quick,
the people
charisma check with advantage there. That's perfect.
So the persuasion.
Yep. Persuade.
20 gold on this.
Oh, fuck.
He's sort of like the argument almost has him, and it's like, you know, and then like he's like, oh yes, my mother's such, and then you're like, would you like to know that you've been harassing? He goes, I've been not harassing. You all are breaking the law. You're coming with me. He's sort of like waving his sword as like a baton to direct you. He's not really using it as a weapon. He's just making it look like he's dangerous.
Wait, would this dude have a key?
No.
No, he's just some guard.
He's just a guard.
Well, it's the guard's
We're having a heated argument with a guard in the street. Like, this is going to draw attention.
This is less. It's not in the
Okay,
street itself. It's around the side of the house, right? Because all the guards and Varol were around the back of the house. Because that's where the kobolds got cornered. But you're at the front of the house trying to get in the front door.
Could I ask him to leave and just
as
walk away?
As soon as you speak, he spits at you. He goes, "I
Well,
shall arrest you just
can
for
I
the
use
colour of
friends?
your skin."
Can I use friends?
Okay.
That's alright. Fuck him.
What does friends do?
I've just posted it. Read it.
So
it's a minute of concentration.
I keep thinking people are saying friends as in frenzy, that spell, because that makes people kill people.
No.
Okay, friends.
No.
It's fine. Cast frenzy, and then we'll be able to have the self-defense.
I mean, if he keeps talking to Tobrick that way, he's going to wind up dead anyway.
Yeah,
it will attack you.
Okay, you can try and
Chucky,
talk to
it will
him.
attack you.
You'll have disadvantage, but this will just put you on an even playing field. Because he doesn't want to listen to a drow, but now you're friends with him. So, what do you want to say to him? What do you want to
Why
persuade
do you not
him?
walk around permanently disguised as not a drow?
I mean, he's also a noble,
Surely.
though.
Surely
Yeah,
Chucky
I'm
doesn't
also-
walk around as a drow.
He's proud of being a drow.
Yeah, I'm proud of being
I mean, it's not as bad
drow.
here in the Scots. Like, you're not going to be literally killed in the streets. You're just going to be disrespected. Compared to the mainlands, where in the mainlands, you've got a 50-50 chance of either just being spat on or literally, like, just murdered.
Isn't part of being a noble being respected, though, at the same time? So shouldn't it,
Yes,
at the very least,
in
equal out
the
to being
circles where you
a
would be
regular
respected.
person?
I mean, you're a drow noble.
They
doesn't mean a lot
literally
to
don't know the difference between a drow and a drow noble. So yeah.
I mean, that's like, Scraven's a noble.
But
it's
so Chucky, what are you going to say to him? Using
Is Tolbert a noble as well?
Chucky.
Is Tolbert a noble as well?
No.
Tobric's a pirate.
He's a pirate.
He's not. All right. Okay. As a fellow noble, I suggest that you just walk away and leave our group. We saved this town, and we wish to continue doing so. So please, just leave us.
Oh, roll with that check. He's
What is it? Charisma?
Charisma.
Persuasion.
Flat
Persuasion.
charisma, because it's cancelling with
Flat-
disadvantage.
Oh. Well, when you still get his modifier?
Fuck me.
Wow.
Wow.
That actually works.
Maybe it's like Would you sort of like name
while
drop?
this is happening,
He was so elegant about it.
Yeah. Sort of describe your the feats that you've done for the town and how Varor, Drade, and Grab sort of paid you for them and rewarded you. And he's like, one day they'll recognize me, Sir Javis. He sort of goes, you old scram. He's sort of really angry.
All right. So, can we just? Can I talk to the group and get?
He walks off.
Can I talk? Right. Let's just leave now. Let's get out of this area and try find blueprints.
Adrian, if you want, you can reach out and try and unlock the door.
I was about to say, we're trying to get in here to find a basement.
Well, thing is, we could find
There we
another
go.
basement. Let's
That
get
pops
away
all
from
off.
this guard.
They've got her. They've got her.
Oh.
It's an old.
And before you go in, there's still the old lady that lives here.
We're only sending in the rogue. We're not all fucking traipsing in.
Yeah. So the rest of us just leave then, because he's
I'd
going
like
to
to
be
take
quite mad.
the
that
half
he-
orc because the last time I went in somewhere without the
It was
half orc,
well just because I know what happened last time.
Do you want
You
to bring
really
Jack
want to
up?
take the loudest person we've
Gentlemen,
got.
does it not seem strange that he's almost as racist as the people with Skolder?
Scraven.
I know, I'll just leave it.
Yeah, but he's just a noble.
Oh god.
Well, he's a noble. What do you expect?
Well, it is curious who's more racist towards Alton than me. Red skin, but so we so Adrian Steinhall go in.
He's
now
just
where's
a
the rest?
petty noble looking for any fodder he can,
Where's the
for any
rest of
munitions to fling at us.
Okay, definitely didn't share
I
anything
mean,
from us
if
about
they
Mother.
insist I go in, I'll go in begrudgingly. I still haven't heard about payment, so I'm like...
Alright,
not
so you're
doing
going to
it
walk in with Adrian. So roll me both a stealth
I'm in
check.
as well.
Alright, ready for
This
this.
is gonna be amazing.
Let's see my low rolls. Let's see how they go.
You'll have disadvantage because you're in a plate, aren't you? Or not plate.
He's in
Oh,
chainmail.
Always
Chainmail.
gonna be.
Want me to roll twice then?
That is
Yep.
two.
Yeah, you have disadvantage.
Alright, still. I mean,
Oof. Okay.
That's a shame.
if I had
So-
advantage, it would have been really nice.
So you clomp on in, eventually, you sort of walk through the house, moving through the rooms. It's got the old lady stank, it's got that musty old person smell. She's been
Some of it just smell like it just smells like lavender, right?
It smells like camphor candies.
yeah.
It could smell like lavender.
You see,
Lavender's old.
it's
The
cat piss
crusted
mainly. Yeah.
smell.
Yeah.
You see a small bowl of candies lying on the table nearby.
Rotten fish.
But everything seems to be sort of well in order. She's not in her room when you sort of pass by that. You can sort of look in. She's not there. The kitchen's empty. The little room she's got, the dining room / area she eats. It's very shrouded and dark in here. She likes the. It's weird. She's sort of like she's got lamps everywhere. She prefers like a dim lighting compared to the Axe Doctor. She's got a dim lighting compared to like outside, so it's not like it's a bright area, but it's still all very well lit. It's just in sort of like a nice dim light.
She's like the one normal person in the city.
Yeah, but there's still no shadows. And she has a little cellar door that opens up into the basement. So you open that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they want me to do, so I just walk straight for it.
Sure. You pull that open, and you get hit with this cold wind, and you descend into the basement. There's a fair few crates lying around. There's a lot of just old crap she seems to have collected over the years. And then over
Any
on
of you got axe wounds?
roll me a perception check. And at the other end of the basement, holy shit, Adrian.
You definitely would see anything if it was there.
You see, not an axe wound, but you see basically the side of a crate has an old crate has sort of been crumbled in slightly, like someone's just smacked it, as if someone's fallen into it. And it looks fairly new, although the wood's splintered.
So it's Link. He's running around, smashing barrels, rolling into them.
Yes.
Making a mess.
And apart from that, at the other end is a little sluice gate. One of those double action systems. It's a lot smaller than the main dumping areas they have, but for the inhabitants of this little sort of multiple-story block to dump their waste down.